Hi Libra, you are up first here. We're doing the graveyard spread. What needs to be laid to rest in your life right now? I'm going to get all the cards out. We want to know with this first card, and I'm going to clarify it with more tarot. And I'm going to do a Gypsy Witch card at the end as well. So let's just get your first card out. What needs to be laid to rest in your life right now, Libra? Put it down. Okay. And how's this going to work out for you? How are you going to be okay? Or how will you be able to handle letting this go? We're going to get a card for that. All right. Is there any lessons that you need to learn from this? You know, you're letting it go for a reason. So is there a lesson maybe or something that you can take with you from this experience? All right. And last but not least, we're going to look at how can you use the lesson or lessons for growth in your life, to propel you forward, to do better, okay? Maybe to bring in what it is that doesn't need to be laid to rest in your life, right? So let's take a look at that. All right, there we go. All cards are down. They're out. We're ready to go here. So move these over a little bit because I feel, yeah, we're kind of close to the edge there. So very first card out, what needs to be laid to rest in your life right now? And we have the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands. What I want to say for you, maybe right now, Libra, it may not be a time for you to be thinking about new things, okay? Now, I know normally Spirit loves to tell us to get out there and get thinking about new things, but I feel like there's something else important happening with you right now, and it may not be a time for you to be out looking for possibilities and potential and, you know, trying to get out discovering new things. Not right now, okay? Let's get a tarot, though, to clarify this Page of Wands. It might give us an, oh, and that one just flew over. Page of Imps. Okay, the Page of Wands again. How interesting is that? They're doubling down. So this might be for very specific people, okay? I don't know, Libra. You may go, no, I know exactly what this is. It can be in any area of your life, Libra, whether it's about romance. Maybe you shouldn't be out trying to, you know, getting fired up and inspired and, you know, all heated up over that right now. That could be it for you. Or maybe you have been wanting to start something new, and I feel like this is Spirit just saying, you know what, just hold off a little bit. So if you were looking for an answer, Libra, about should I start something or do something now, I'm going to say this is something that needs to be laid to rest right at the moment, okay? I don't feel like it needs to die off completely, but I do feel like it just needs to be put on the back burner. So now that you've heard that, how are you going to deal with it, right? How can you be okay with putting this on the back burner? And we have Eight of Pentacles. Maybe this is it. There needs to be a little more work put into it first, okay? Maybe there needs to be a little more nose to the grindstone. Maybe there needs to be more study, more learning. Maybe you need to learn a new skill or a better way of doing it. I feel like that's what I want to say. It's almost like there's something else you can add that's going to improve upon it. And that's why, okay, starting to make sense now. That's why they want you to, you know, put it on the back burner, okay? There's a little something, more that needs to go into it. Let's get another card here with that Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pumpkins, honing the skill. Okay, with the Three of Pumpkins here, this is you going to someone who may be, you know, quote unquote, an expert in the field, someone who knows something about this, someone who can give you some leadership, some guidance, some advice. Okay, I just feel like there's someone that you can go to maybe learn something new. It's not that they're going to do it for you necessarily, but there's something else you need to learn first. It's like mastering or honing the skill. Okay, so what lesson can you learn from this, right? Spirit coming in and saying, no, we need you to put this on the back burner right now because there's more work that needs to go into it. And I almost want to say something needs to be added or more skill needs to be put towards it. The World. Interesting. I don't feel like it is an ending because this isn't ending, but the lesson to learn from it is maybe it's not the end of the world. It just requires more hard work. But let's get a tarot here, okay? Because they're telling you it needs more hard work. So I know that they're not telling you it needs to end. But I feel like whatever you've done so far, you've come to the end of the cycle with it, but it's not quite ready yet because there's something to be added in. Okay. And there we go, the Moon. I love it. There's something that's hidden. It's, you know, like in that secret recipe, there's something hidden that needs to be added. All right. In order for you, I want to say, to make it to the castle, to the celebration, getting what you want out of this, right? The success, because we think of castle, you know, you think of big home equates, you know, success, right? I feel like in order for you, almost like here with the werewolf, you know, when you turn into a werewolf, you know, when you watch the movies, the shows, and it's like their clothes rip, everything comes apart. In order for everything not to come apart, this hard work and this new bit needs to be added. So it's like you're going to end the cycle up to this point. You're going to start working on it again, end the cycle up to this point, start working on it again, adding in so that you can get the success that you're looking for. All right. And now knowing this, how can you take this info and use it for further growth? Okay. How can you, the Knight of Wands. Oh, you're going to take everything that you've learned here and see, we've gone from the page, slowing it down, but now they're bringing the Knight of Wands out. Now that you've done all this, it's time to charge back out there. It's time to take action and specific action, right? It's time to take everything that you've learned and the power behind it and put it to good use and go out. And I almost feel like, I know this isn't always going to be with a product or, you know, business, but now you're going to promote it. Now you're going to start doing it. Now you're really going to use all of your energy, all of your passion, all of your inspiration to get out there and go after. Oh, and here we have Knight of Ghosts. And the Knight of Ghosts, what are the ghosts here? Cups. Yeah, it's all that you're putting all the emotion into it, all the fiery and watery emotion into it, and you are heading out, okay? And for some of you, maybe this is even gonna, I don't know, I feel like it's going to send a message somehow, right? Because he has paper here. It's like, are you going to be sending a message to someone? I believe it's in a good way, but it's like, is it a message? If you're doing this within your family, is a message within your family? If you're doing this in business, is it a message to your other coworkers or the competitors? Like, took some time back because I think that's going to shock people. And I need to figure this out because it can be better in order for me to get the success. So it's almost like, you know what? Now I'm charging out here with the wands. And I'm going to be delivering a message to everyone around. Look at this. Okay, that's the main message for you, short and sweet, okay, for the graveyard spread here. Now, I just want to get one last little card. Now, normally these Gypsy Witch Tarot cards are meant to be used in a different way, but there is a positive message, okay, coming up on them. So I want to I want to bring that to you. Well, it might not be positive, but it could be predictive even. It could just be advice or guidance. But let's just get one last little thing. I love the look of the card here on the front too, right? So as you've been hearing, I like to get all my decks out and use them. We have the Four of Diamonds, which also can be the number 27 or the number 9 may mean something to you. The number 4 could mean something to you. But the thing with diamonds is that is like the Four of Pentacles. It says the dog represents true friends. Okay, so maybe you are going to have some friends here. Remember I said you may go to someone who can help you, all right, where you can get advice or guidance to help you make this better. So maybe with the dog, it could be just this is going to be someone loyal, or it could be loyal friends, right? True friends around you. Maybe there's 4 of them, all right? But I feel like they're going to help ground this down and help, like, because this is all pentacles here, right? To get the work done, okay? So this is your short and sweet Libra. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in your next reading. Hi, Aquarius. We are going to get right into your short and sweet Zodiac Teroscope reading here. I'm doing the graveyard spread. What needs to be laid to rest in your life right now? Okay, let's take a look here and see what it is. I'm going to get all the cards out. Okay, there's 4 cards, and then I'm going to clarify with more tarot. So that's what needs to be laid to rest. How are you going to be okay with this? Whoa. Excuse me for a minute. That flew right down to the ground. And I'm not going to look at it because I don't want to see it, but that needs to go there. Okay, how are you going to be okay with it? What lessons maybe or lesson can you learn, or should you try to learn from this in some way? And we'll see exactly how those questions will come about once we see the cards, right? Like, okay, and last but not least, we want to know, how can this help for future growth for you, for whatever it's about, right? Can you use the lessons maybe, or the lesson that you learned, and help carry it forward in the future? And if so, how? In what way? Okay, let's get the last card here. All right, so we're going to get right into this for you, Aquarius. First, I'll just put those together for right now. We want to know what needs to be laid to rest. We have the 2 of Hazards. That's like the 2 of Pentacles. That's balance, okay? All right. Let me get a tarot with that. It's balance. It's like, well, he has someone on a chain here. So he's trying, it's balance is in, it's almost like juggling. He's trying to do his work, and he's trying to keep this little zombie on a chain too, right? So it's just like it's unbalanced, right? I feel like that's what needs to let go, because how can you do your work when you have a zombie chained to your wrist, right? Like, you'll just be in a constant state of like juggling, okay? Juggling? Yeah, that's what I was kind of doing, I guess, juggling. But let's get a tarot with that. So is there something in your life right now that kind of has you on a swivel? Has you feel like you're juggling, like you can't find you know, the seesaw, the teeter-totter is just up, down. Like you just want it to settle in the middle for a second, Aquarius. And I feel that whatever this is for you is a mental issue in the sense of it's your thoughts, it's your words, it's your actions. Is something happening in and around you where you are feeling anxiety, stressed out, like you can't sleep, like, oh my God, what's going on? I can't get this balanced. I can't get this to calm down. That's what needs to be laid to rest, because it needs to calm down. Okay. So, you know, this guy with the zombie chained onto his wrist would like for the zombie to just calm down so that he can use both his hands to get back to work. So whatever it is that is causing you an imbalance right now, that's causing you stress, turmoil, upset, not able to sleep, not able to eat, worrying all the time, that is what needs to be laid to rest in your life right now. So how can you be okay with doing that? Because maybe you've got something serious going on. Okay, they're saying the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I like that, because that kind of makes me think of, all right, whatever it is that you're dealing with or going through, it just all with the Pentacles needs to be grounded, not all up in the air, all up in the thoughts. This needs to be like, you know, feet firmly planted on the ground. And think of a teeter-totter seesaw. If one person on the other side straightens their legs and plants their feet, you can't make that go down on the other side, right? It's like, nope, I'm gonna balance this out. We're just gonna be level here for a second. I don't want to teeter-totter anymore. So I feel like that's what this is saying. This is a time, I'm going to pull a tarot here though with it just for clarification, but I'm really feeling like maybe someone's going to hand you the ball, or this is you handing the ball off to someone, right? This is you saying, here, I'm going to let you take care of some of this for me. All right, I'm going to let you take care of some of this for me. This Knight of Pentacles is just very methodical, very responsible, very dedicated, slow and steady Eddie. So I think that, you know, how can you be okay with letting this go? By knowing that everything can slow down and that it will be okay. Oh, if this is you, oh, this is interesting. If this is you with this card here, handing it off to someone else because you're like, you know what? I just can't deal with this right now. I don't have the time, the energy, the finances. I just am not in a mental space where my creativity and thoughts are flowing with clarity. You know what? I need to walk away from this. I need to there we go. I need to hand this off to you, to someone else. That's how you can be okay, realizing that right at this moment, you aren't able to deal with it. Doesn't mean you're weak, not at all. It just means you have other things going on and you can't deal with whatever this is right now that's causing this. So you're going to hand it off to someone else. This can be in any area of your life. You're going to eight of ghosts, and you're going to walk away and just be like, you know what? I'll join you back the next time, but this time I need to fly here, right? I need to go. What lesson or lessons can you learn from this? Ooh, we have the 5 of Potions. That's the 5 of Wands. I know we think it should be cups. This deck is a little different when it comes to what the potions, pumpkins, lightning, and candles mean. So, but the 5 of Potions is the 5 of Wands, okay? This is you realizing all this, maybe whatever this is was really like, I call it the The fly in the ointment's a new one. Maybe I'll start going with that. The fly in the ointment, the bee in the soda, the ant at the picnic. It's just that petty battle, arguments, bickering, whatever it is, you know, that type of energy. And maybe that's what was causing all of this. And you're like, I just don't have it in me to deal with all of that. I call it craziness. That's what I usually refer to it as. It's just unnecessary. It's just totally unnecessary. And why? Because it's a wand. It's not a sword. It's a wand. Like, you know, come on. I feel like that's just a bunch of people all with their own agenda and ideas. And you know what? It's okay, we can all have that, but not to the point where you're driving someone crazy over it. Look at this Page of Bats. Yeah, Page of Swords. All right, that's great. We could all have our own ideas and our own, you know, we need to do this, we need to do that. But here's the thing. We have a Page of Bats coming in, and the Page of Bats is saying, all right, you know, it's great that we all have ideas, but somebody, please, could we all get together and get clear about what it is that we want to do? And I feel like, you know what? That wasn't happening. And you are now learning when you're dealing with stuff in your life here, Aquarius, that if you aren't dealing with a bunch of people, the situation, whatever it is, it could be your own family, however it works. If they're not clear about the ideas that they have, if they're not clear in their communication, then you just don't need to be a part of that. So how can you then take this now and move forward? The Death card, perfect. Yeah, you just need, again, you're walking away. You just need to let go. And maybe you're part of a group. I always think of like you're part of a, you know, like you're organizing something. Maybe you volunteer and organize at your kid's school, in your community, at work, whatever it is. And you're like, you know what? I need to just stop maybe being a part of this organization, and I need to move on to something that suits me better, or that I don't know, just where there's no chaos, okay? Where there's just no chaos. Because I feel whatever this was or is very chaotic. Yeah, you need to get the balance back. That's what we started out with here, right? By letting this old group idea, whatever it is you were doing, a project, you know, something for your family. You could have just been planning Christmas for your family or Thanksgiving this year, and it just turned into a shite show, right? Like you're just like, no way. And you know what? You realize that by letting it go, letting that, like, you know what? I'm never going to volunteer for that again. Letting it die off and not doing it, that's where the balance comes back in, because all of this back here was causing unbalance, all right, and imbalance in your life. So that is your message. Now, always remember, Aquarius, this could already be happening for you. This is something that could be coming up, right? As these readings always go, it is the graveyard spread, and we're talking about, well, I feel it's pretty specific with what needs to be laid to rest. And we did say right now. So yeah, this needs to be laid to rest right now. Now I'm going to get you one of my Gypsy Witch cards. Now normally these are to be used in a different way, but there's usually a good little message on it. So I thought, why not? Look, we have the King of Hearts or the King of Cups. Hand in hand indicates, right? Look at this, working together. I feel like this was not working together. It was like working against one another. Hand in hand indicates confiding, indicates, oh my heavens, I can't read that. Hand in hand indicates confiding disposition. Okay, friendship will warm into love or into something good. It could even be some sort of financial success for you. So, does the number 24 mean something to you, or the number 6 mean something to you? This could be a little bit of a prediction that maybe you're going to be meeting up with someone that's really going to be someone that you can confide in, someone you can work with, or maybe even financial success in some way. Aquarius, those are your messages for your short and sweet. I will see you in another reading, maybe in one of your other signs as well. Thank you for being here. Hi, Gemini. We are getting right into your graveyard spread Halloween edition, okay? Using, as you know, all my Halloween cards. Totally excited. We're talking about what needs to be laid to rest in your life right now. So I'm going to get that card, and then I'm going to get the other 3 cards out after this. And then we're going to turn them over. We're going to clarify them with more tarot, and we're going to do a Gypsy Witch oracle card at the end. So, what needs to be let go of right now? How can you maybe be okay with letting this go? How's this going to work out for you? Okay, we can get a little more specific once we get into the reading. Is there any lessons that you're going to need to learn from this, or a lesson? Or should you be learning a lesson from this? Let's see. And if you do learn a lesson, or if there's a lesson there, how can you carry it forward? Whether it just be, you know, some really great knowledge that you're going to carry with you. Could it, you know, end up being growth for you? We'll see. Oh, that one split right there like that. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to move these down for the moment. So, what area needs to be laid to rest in your life right now, Gemini? The 9 of Swords. I love that we're laying the 9 of Swords to rest right now. The 9 of Swords here, Gemini, is... Look at him. He's worried. Well, maybe because she's got a needle. But you know what? He's hurt here. He's full of anxiety. He's full of fear. He's full of, I feel like he wants to bite his nails, like trembling, right? He's got his arm up trying to push her away. There's something here that is causing you anxiety, maybe causing a little bit of fear within you. There's something going on that you need to let go of this energy. I'm going to pull another tarot here for clarification. Where is this? How? Like, what is this? What are you afraid of or have an anxiety over? Let's see if we can get an answer for that. Gemini, could this have something to do with a legal matter with the Justice card here, okay? I feel like there's going to be a couple, but because the Justice card, you know, some cards just, they are what they are, and Spirit brings the message in. Other cards can mean multiple things, and then they start popping things in. So first thing out is, could this have to do with something legal? Okay, legal matters, legal paperwork, wills, divorces, anything like that, any kind of separations. Is there something that has you fearful and worried? That's what needs to be laid to rest. And why? Because Spirit's saying, we've got you. Call on us. We can help you balance out this fear, this scared emotion, this worried, anxious emotion. We've got your back. That's what this message is, okay? We have your back. That's why this needs to be laid to rest. We need you clear in thought, words, and action, okay? We need you clear in thoughts, words, and action. And we need you to know that we will be working on the back end. If you can come to us with clear thoughts, words, and actions, we will be on the back end helping you out with whatever this is, okay? I feel for some of you, this could just be that you're all up in your head right now, and it doesn't mean it's about anything legal, and it just needs to get balanced out, okay? You need to understand that yes, there are consequences to things that happen in your life, and right now, again, it may have you in a fearful or upset, anxious, worried state, but they're saying, again, we've got you. You know what? Actions do have consequences, but there's no reason to put yourself in a state of turmoil over it, okay? Now, they want you to put this to rest, this anxiety, this fear, whatever it is. Let's see now, how can you be okay with this? Because sometimes when it's something big going on, you know, we're like, well, I just can't let go of it and be okay. This is why there is something better coming. It's like you're going to get a spin at the wheel. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and it's a number 10, right? It's the ending of something for you. There is something better. Look at everything on this wheel. It's all positive, okay? There's something better on the other side of this state of being for you. They want you to know that they've got your back here, right? Look, you know, just there's something on the other side of it. You're going to get to spin the wheel. And I always say with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like the wheel spinning in your favor, hop on. And I always say like little bits of stuff can come into you while you're on there. And you never know how you're going to use it. But once you're on there and you're taking advantage of it, it starts to make sense. You can look at it either way. And regardless of what your situation was back here, this is the same for either one. You can be okay not worrying so much about this because, oh, here we go. Something good's coming on the other side, and you're going to step in to Emperor power. You're going to be the big boss, okay? Because I think of the Emperor, he is the King of Kings. He's the King of Cups, Swords, Pentacles, and Wands. He's got everything going on here, right? He is strong in, this is how they want you to be. From this energy to this one, he's strong in his emotions. His intuition is on fire. He's strong in his thoughts and his words and his action. He's clear about everything. He's a hard worker. He knows how to earn and how to gain abundance into his life. And he's very passionate and motivated and inspired to make it all happen. They want you to take on that energy because whatever this is that needs to be laid to rest right now, it's going to be okay. What lesson maybe can you learn from all of this? We have the Three of Pumpkins or the Three of Pentacles. At the end of all this, you may have friends helping you out, okay? You may have a mentor helping you through this. You may have someone who's going to show you the way. Okay, it's good. I feel like it's support. Okay, this pumpkin supports this pumpkin that supports this pumpkin. So maybe this is just, you know what? You need to learn here that you do have support. You have people that are on your side and that care about what is going on right now. And they want to see you take advantage of this. Okay, look, hermiting. They might be saying, you know what? You're moving from here to here to here, and now is a time for you to figure out your next move, where you want to go next. We will be here to support you, to be a shoulder for you, to hold you up when you need to be held up. It just may be time for you to step away a little bit and to make a plan. And the only reason is because he's like a chemist, right? He's like the mad chemist. You know, what potion do you need to make for yourself? What diagram plan do you have to have set in action, or in order to set in action what it is that you want to do? I feel like that's the lesson. I feel like in order to maybe avoid this in the future, there needs to be a plan. So take a little time to do that, Gemini. Now, how can you take this lesson and use it for further growth, or just, you know what, some really great darn advice here from Spirit that will help you in the future with or in any area? And we have the Ace of Pentacles. You take what you've learned here, okay? It's like you're starting back at the beginning, a new beginning. You've got one pentacle to plant, okay? And what they want you to do is plant it and start manifesting what you want to bring in. And we're talking pentacles, so this could be a new financial opportunity, a new career opportunity. It could just be bringing abundance into your life in general here, okay? But you need, two come out, so we'll take them both. You need to plant them, and you need to start working towards it. But you're going to have the plan from here, right? You're going to have the recipe. So we have Five of Imps. Yeah, you don't need to beat around the bush here with the Five of Imps, the Five of Wands. There's no beating around the bush. You don't need to discuss it and argue about it and beat it to death with someone. This is you. You need to set out on your new beginning, okay? You have support, but you don't need to talk it out. It's your new beginning. And we also have the Moon. I feel like that is just kind of saying, you know what? It's time to come in from behind, come out from behind. Well, sometimes I feel things hide behind the Moon, okay, Gemini? So I feel like this would be you coming out from hiding behind. This is a new start for you. There's good things that can happen. You just need to make the plan, and then you go after it. Big. Okay? Big. Look, he's a werewolf. He's not just any wolf, all right? He's going big or going home. And I feel like that's kind of with you. It's like you need to come out and just be the werewolf, the emperor in your own life. Very powerful, really. So those are your messages, Gemini. Let me get you a Gypsy Witch card. Now, I think I've said that these cards, you know what, they are meant to be used in a different way, but I just love them. I think they go with the Halloween theme, and I just want to read whatever's on the top, okay? So let's just get one here. We have number 8 could mean something to you. It is the 8 of Diamonds or the 8 of Pentacles. Don't be afraid to put in the hard work. It says, the broken glass foretells ill luck for long years. Oh, number 44. And maybe that's what this was back here. Maybe for you, it was just a whole lot of bad luck and bad situations and a bad place to be in. But that is all changing for you, okay? This is putting in the hard work to leave all of that behind. I almost feel it's like creating a new home, a new solid with number 44, like a new solid, stable structure and foundation for your life. Okay, you just need to be willing to take these 8 of Diamonds or 8 of Pentacles and go after it. Okay, so those are your short and sweet messages. I hope that you enjoyed it. You can watch for your sun, moon, or rising. I think I may have forgot to say that in the first couple air signs, but you can. And so if you want to go watch those, that's great. If not, I will see you in my next reading, Gemini.